Ascension just got a huge update in Roblox Grow a Garden, and this is gonna change the game forever. I feel like a lot of people are gonna be happy with this new update that we got in Ascension. So in today's video, we're gonna be going over every single thing that we got in this update, every single thing you need to know about this. Oh, and we're also going to talk about if Ascension is going to be removed in the next coming updates. So sit tight, sit back, let's get straight into this. But before that, if you could hit that like and subscribe button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Once again, we're trying to get to 400,000 subscribers. But anyways, let's go ahead and get straight into this video. So yesterday, I made a video talking about Ascension possibly getting removed from the game, because Chandal basically did a poll where he asked all of the Grow a Garden Discord server if they just want to see Ascension removed from the game, or if they want to see a different sort of update making Ascension a whole lot easier. And 60% of people in that video actually voted for Ascension to be removed from the game, but of course it is not that simple. You can't just remove a feature after a bunch of people have already used said feature. Because for example, if you have ascended 10, 15, 20 times and you've gotten yourself 200, 300, 400 Ascension coins, if they remove this update, you've basically just wasted your time. And I know a lot of people have already ascended in Grow a Garden, so if they just remove this feature completely, it is quite unfair for the people who already, ascended. So because of this, the entire removing Ascension from the game has been put to the side. Now I'm saying put to the side and not taken out of the equation completely, because they might revisit it if Ascension keeps on giving problems. But for now, they are trying to find a few solutions, and yeah, today we just got the first solution, the first secret update to Ascensions in Roblox Grow a Garden. So once again, I'm not going to waste any of your time. Let's go ahead and hop straight into this. And as you guys can see, update 1.22.3. Fixes/changes remove the 10% shekels fee in trading. As many of you probably know, trading shekels was actually removed from the game for quite a long time, but it was introduced back with a 10% fee every single time you trade. Now, I was not aware that people had an issue with the 10% fee. Like, I literally know nobody that had an issue with the 10% fee, because look, you're trading shekels, you're gonna lose a little bit of money. I think it's fine. I think it's completely fair. But no, apparently people had an issue with it, so they decided to remove the 10% fee that that would usually get charged to you every single time you traded shekels. So if you were trading 1,000,000 shekels, 100,000 of those shekels would be taxed. Yeah, we had taxes in Grow a Garden. But once again, I don't know anyone who had an issue with this, but they decided to revert it, whatever. But now, as you guys can see, if you do want to trade in Grow a Garden with shekels, there is no fee. You can trade as much as you want, and there is absolutely no fee. I also believe you can trade as much as you want. Yeah, check this out, guys. I can literally donate my entire net worth to someone else without any sort of limit. So yeah, everything is back to how it used to be before. Taxes have officially left Grow a Garden. You can say that too. Change number 2, and this one is huge. Slightly reworked ascending and made it easier. It now costs 1 trillion shekels for the first ascension and goes up to 2 trillion each ascension, but it no longer fully resets shekels. For the players who already ascended, you will get a good reward this weekend. So what does it mean by this? If we go ahead and go right over here to the Ascension shop, as you guys can see, now this is the requirements to actually ascend. Are you sure you want to ascend? You will get 10 garden coins, but lose 1 trillion shekels. And now the Ascension requirements are just 1 trillion. So if I actually go ahead and confirm this, check this out, guys, I just ascended. It's as easy as that. And I got myself 10 golden coins that I can go ahead and use wherever I want. And as you guys can see, now the requirements to ascend have gone up by 2 trillion. It does not double like a lot of people think. No, not doubles. It just goes up by 2 trillion. So the next number is going to be 5 trillion. After 5 trillion, it's going to be 7 trillion, etc, etc, etc. So right now is honestly the best time to ascend, and yeah, you can literally get so many freaking Ascension tokens. I recommend ascending right now, bro, because you're gonna be able to get so many Ascension tokens. It's absolutely insane. I'm gonna buy that fence. It looks really cool. Ooh, look at that. Yes, sir. But yeah, honestly, I don't hate this at all. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. I honestly think this is a cool update. Now, once again, just to add on for the people who ascended before this update came out, you will be getting a bunch of cool rewards this weekend. So not everyone is going to get these rewards, only the people who ascended before they fixed Ascension. This update that came out, you're going to get a bunch of cool rewards. So honestly, can't hate them. That's a WW decision. They also made fruit requirements for ascending much easier. Can now be any in the seed shop. What they mean by that is the only requirements for ascending are going to be from the seed shop, so nowhere else but the seed shop. So as you guys can see right now, this is what it's asking me to ascend. So I just need myself one of these, a cacao. That's pretty much it. This is really, really easy to get. And yeah, once I have that, and once I have 3 trillion shekels, I can basically go ahead and ascend. Another thing they actually went ahead and changed is how often you can actually ascend. As you guys can see, next ascension can be in 4 hours. This means that you can ascend every 4 hours rather than the every 24 hours policy we had before. So now you can ascend every 4 hours. This is such a cool change, bro. I'm really happy that they actually did this. Made mutation requirements for ascending much easier. Sometimes a fruit is required with 0 mutations, like as you saw with me, my coconut had 0 mutations on it, so that's pretty cool too. Lowered the cooldown in between ascensions from 24 hours to 4 hours. Double the prices of upgrades in the Ascension shop. Now you might be saying, why have they done that? But guys, let's keep in mind getting Ascension tokens is pretty much like way too easy, right? It's way too easy. So honestly, I don't see any issues with them doing that. I'm pretty sure the prices for the fences have remained the same, so 10 tokens, but they did double the requirements for all of these other upgrades, especially the save slots have gone from 50 tokens required to 100 tokens required. Once again, I think this is completely fair because yeah, you can get those 100 tokens in theoretically about 2 days. Yeah, it'll take you about 2 days of ascending constantly and you should be able to get yourself about 100 Ascension tokens. So honestly guys, 2-3 days, you'll be easily getting yourself a extra save slot. So honestly, not bad update at all. Any Ascension requirements from before have been re-rolled to the updated ones. So if for some reason you still have the old Ascension requirements, it has been changed to the newer one, so you don't have to do the old one last time, you know what I mean? Which is honestly really good too. But yeah, those are all of the changes that we got in this new Secret Ascension update, and honestly guys, people are super happy with this. Once again, just to remind you, people who reset their shekels with the old system will get something cool. So if you are one of those rare people who actually did ascend before this update came out, before this entire fix came out, don't worry, you haven't just been forgotten. You are gonna get a bunch of cool things. Maybe a cool pet, I'm not sure guys, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I really hope that whatever you guys get is super cool, just so I have something to make a video on, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now that all of that is out of the way, I want to kind of revisit a point that we raised weeks and weeks ago before the Ascension system even came out. The inflation in Grow a Garden. I know. Hold on just 1 second, I'm not gonna go blabbering on about this. So of course, trading shekels is back in the game. Ascending has been made a lot easier. You no longer lose all of your shekels if you want to ascend. So what about inflation? This Ascension system was basically supposed to fix inflation in Grow a Garden, but now that the Ascension system has completely just separated itself from shekels, so what's gonna happen now? Well, that's where this person went ahead and made a bunch of suggestions. I just want to go ahead and go over them real quick. I think most players will agree that the game has turned into a pet collecting game. New events come, I get a pet, example Griffin, Cockatrice. I stop playing the game, another update comes, and the pet I got from last event gets even worse. Example Griffin, once again. Before the shekel inflation, I used to get excited for the admin abuse and the new plants. But now I know that no matter how hard I grind, I can never grow a plant/fruit which will be worth in the SX shekels, which has made the game 50% less exciting for me, as now there is no point in growing plants in this game anymore. So after all this, I want to try building, but building mechanics have not been updated in this game, and if you're on mobile, just forget it. If things don't change, you might lose all your casual players. Also, please buff the following. And they go on to list a few things that, they want in the game. Look, I'm not concentrating on this part, I want to concentrate on this part right over here. Shekels have become useless. I mean, we all know this, we all get this at this point, and as cool as the Ascension system was, it should not have interfered with your shekels, because nobody really wants to lose all of their shekels. I think that has been made pretty obvious now after this Ascension update came out, so I'm not sure what the devs are going to do next. Maybe we might be introduced to a whole new currency, or maybe some other way to add value to your things like your pets and all, but right now they seem to be backtracking on the Ascension update, so maybe we might see something different, a different attempt to actually fix inflation, a different attempt to actually valuing things in the game now. But once again, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But that's everything we got in the brand new secret Ascension update. If you guys found this video helpful or informative, drop a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel with notifications on. Once again, try to get to 400k, please. Thanks for watching, peace out.